You talk to your baby before they're even born. You rub your belly and wonder if they can feel it. You celebrate every kick. You imagine what they're doing in there. You are already building a bond long before you ever meet face to face. But what if your baby is doing far more inside the womb than you realize? What if some of the experiences happening before birth are already shaping the way your child learns, reacts, and connects with the world after they're born? Researchers at Durham University, led by Professor Nadja Riceland, used advanced 4D ultrasound imaging and found that babies in the womb display complex facial expressions as early as 24 to 36 weeks of pregnancy. Some appeared to practice movements similar to smiling, blinking, and even expressions associated with crying. Before birth, before their first breath. Think about that for a moment. Your baby is not simply waiting. Your baby is already experiencing, practicing, and developing. And most parents never hear about it. In this video, you'll discover 10 fascinating things your baby actually does inside the womb. From surprising movements and sleep patterns to behaviors that reveal just how active and aware your little one may already be. Stay until number 2 because that one is the one almost every parent misunderstands and almost no one talks about. 10. Your baby practices breathing long before birth. You might assume your baby's first breathing effort happens the moment they enter the world. That seems logical. After all, they're surrounded by fluid, not air, but your baby is already rehearsing for life outside the womb. Researchers have observed babies making rhythmic breathing movements during pregnancy, drawing amniotic fluid in and out of their developing lungs. According to studies published in the journal Early Human Development, these practice movements play an important role in lung development before birth. Your baby is training for their very first breath. The good news is that this is a normal and healthy part of development. Your body and your baby are working together exactly as nature intended. 9. Your baby can hear your voice. You may talk to your belly and wonder if it's only for your own comfort. Many parents do, but your baby is listening. Research from scientists at the University of Helsinki found that babies can recognize sounds heard repeatedly during pregnancy. Newborns showed measurable brain responses to familiar sounds they had been exposed to before birth. Your voice becomes part of your baby's world before they ever see your face. You don't need special techniques or expensive programs. Simply talking, reading, or singing to your baby can help strengthen that early connection. 8. Your baby spends time sleeping. When you feel less movement, it's easy to become concerned. You may wonder if your baby is simply resting or if something is wrong. Most of the time, your baby is doing something surprisingly familiar, sleeping. Researchers studying fetal behavior have found that babies cycle through different sleep states during pregnancy, including patterns similar to active and quiet sleep. These findings have been documented in studies published in developmental psychobiology and other developmental journals. Even before birth, your baby needs rest to support healthy brain growth. So if activity seems to slow temporarily, it may simply mean your little one is taking a nap. 7. Your baby responds to touch. You gently place your hand on your belly. Maybe you even notice a kick shortly afterward. Coincidence? Not always. Research led by Professor Nadja Riceland at Durham University observed fetuses responding to touch stimuli during pregnancy. Babies often moved toward areas where the mother's abdomen was touched. That tiny person is already interacting with their environment. It's a beautiful reminder that connection can begin long before birth. Gentle touch, relaxation, and moments of calm can help you feel more connected to your growing baby. 6. Your baby dreams, or something very close to it. Most parents never think about this one. Dreaming seems like something that happens after birth, but scientists have discovered that babies experience periods of rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, while still in the womb. REM sleep is the stage most strongly associated with dreaming in children and adults. Studies published in Sleep Medicine Reviews have documented these sleep patterns developing before birth. No one can know exactly what a baby experiences during these moments, but imagine it: a developing brain organizing information, building connections, preparing for the world ahead. It's one of the many reminders that your baby's development doesn't begin at birth. It begins long before that first cry. And the next 5 behaviors become even more surprising. 5. Your baby can taste what you eat. You may think your meals only affect your own body during pregnancy, but your baby gets a tiny preview too. Flavors from foods you eat can pass into the amniotic fluid surrounding your baby. Research by Professor Julie Manella at the Monell Chemical Senses Center found that babies exposed to certain flavors before birth often show greater acceptance of those flavors after they are born. Your baby is already experiencing parts of your world, not in words, not in pictures, but through taste. This doesn't mean you need a perfect diet. It simply means that healthy variety can introduce your baby to a wider range of flavors even before birth. 4. Your baby reacts to your emotions. Every parent worries about this. You have a stressful day. You feel anxious. You wonder if your baby can somehow sense it. The answer is more complex than most people realize. Researchers from institutions, including the University of California, have found that maternal stress hormones, such as cortisol, can cross the placenta and influence the baby's environment. Studies published in developmental health journals have linked prolonged high stress levels to changes in fetal behavior. That sounds scary, but here's what matters. Occasional stress is normal. Every parent experiences it. What helps most is not chasing perfect calm. It's creating regular moments of rest, support, and emotional recovery whenever possible. 3. Your baby recognizes familiar sounds. This is the one many parents accidentally overlook. You assume everything starts fresh after birth, but your baby's memory is already at work. Research published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that newborns showed recognition of sounds and speech patterns they had repeatedly heard during pregnancy. Think about that. The songs you play, the stories you read, the conversations you have. Some of those sounds may already feel familiar on the day your baby arrives. A familiar voice can become a source of comfort from the very beginning. 2. Your baby moves for reasons, not randomly. Most parents think kicks are completely random. A little foot here, a little elbow there. Just movement for the sake of movement. But scientists studying fetal development have found that many movements serve important developmental purposes. Research from University College London and other institutions suggests that fetal movement helps strengthen muscles, joints, and developing neural pathways in the brain. Your baby is not simply passing time. They're practicing, training, preparing. Every stretch and twist is helping build the systems they'll need after birth. The next kick you feel may be part of a much bigger developmental story than you ever imagined. 1. Your baby is already learning. This is the point that ties everything together. The breathing practice, the sleep cycles, the familiar voices, the tastes, the movements. None of it is random. Your baby is learning from the very beginning. Researchers at institutions including Harvard Medical School and developmental neuroscience centers around the world have shown that the fetal brain develops at an extraordinary pace during pregnancy, forming millions of neural connections that lay the foundation for future learning and behavior. Your baby is not an empty slate waiting for birth. Your baby is an active participant in their own development, growing, adapting, responding, learning every day. And that realization changes the way many parents see pregnancy forever. Because the journey of parenting doesn't begin when your baby is born. In many ways, it begins long before that first cry echoes through the room. If some of these facts surprised you, don't let them turn into guilt. You are not expected to be perfect. And none of this means you've done anything wrong. The goal of this video is not to make you worry about every moment of your pregnancy. It's to help you understand just how incredible your baby's development really is. This is not about guilt. This is about awareness. The more you understand what's happening inside the womb, the more confident and connected you can feel throughout your parenting journey. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with another parent or parent-to-be. One simple share could help someone better understand the amazing little human growing inside them. And if you're fascinated by baby psychology, child development, and science-backed parenting insights, make sure you subscribe. There is so much more to discover about how your child grows, learns, and experiences the world. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, take care of your little one, and I'll see you in the next one.